Let's just read this. Everybody's freaking out about HR 666, COVID-19 testing, reaching and contacting everyone, the Trace Acts, okay? Let's do this together. We're just going to read parts. To authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19 and related activities such as contact tracing through mobile health units and as necessary at individuals' residences and for other purposes. Well, folks, I'm not an entity and I'm not an individual. That's part of the artificial, okay? But let's walk through this together, guys, because we're going to see where they get their power and their authority from at the end of this thing, all right? Listen, I'm going to keep telling you over and over again, these little bills and these little acts, they are data manipulating and coming up with stuff to freak everybody out. Of course it's HR 6666. Why the heck wouldn't they put something like this on HR 6666? Because this is the way this system works. But come on, to trace and monitor the context of affected individuals. Now, mind you, the clickbait guys, the fear porn guys, and everybody else is talking about how people are going to come snatch you and your children. The case of the body snatchers now. But if you go read the government deal on who they're looking to hire to do this stuff, it's just regular Joe Blows. They just asking people to go around for stuff like the census. They need people to ask questions. Why? Why are they going to go ask questions, guys? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Anybody know the answer yet? As necessary, we're going to test individuals and providing individuals with service related to testing and quarantine at whose residence? Did they say at a family camp? They're either talking about your domicile or at Washington, D.C. So they're going to hire, train, compensate, and pay the expense of individuals to purchase PPE and other supplies. Applicants, pay attention, applicants that agree and hiring individuals to carry out activities funded under section to hire residents of the area community where the activities will primarily occur. All right, so let's go right here. Where do they get their power from? Hold on, that's 290 DD. All right, so hold on. There it is. All right, so look, nothing in this section shall be construed to supersede any, what does that say? Any. Federal, privacy, or confidentiality requirement, including the regulations promulgated under Section 264C of the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, which is Public Law 104, 191, 110 Statute 2033, and Section 543 of the Public Health and Service Act 42 U.S.C. 290 DD. Make sure that's where we at. We at 290 DD, right? Guys, why is it so important to trace this stuff? The confidentiality of records. No agency, blah, 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 permitted to be confidential and be disclosed only for the purposes and under the circumstances expressly authorized under subsection B. Well, let's start subsection B. What's the way they get disclosure? It says it right there. Consent. The following shall apply with respect to the context of any record referred to in subsection A. Such contents may be used or disclosed in accordance with the prior written consent of the patient with respect to whom such record is maintained. And everything else below that is how they manufacture that consent. And you'll find the same thing in public law. That's public law. That's public law. You'll find this in the same thing else. Public law 104, 191, confidentiality. So how is it that anybody can ask you to do something or tell you to do something that you medically don't want to do? They don't know what you don't know. So when you walk up to them, you can go about it a million different ways, but you can say, I'm medically exempt. Now tell me how they prove that you're not. Everyone out here, go see what comes up on YouTube. You're not going to find one of them explaining what I just did, which shows you the authority at the end of the bill, where they get their authority from. Every bill, every act has to start from somewhere. They pull everything from one place because it's all commercial law. It's the law merchant system is what we operate under, the Lex Mercatoria. All right, so each and every one of you feeding the beast must stop. Most acts are at least 15 to 20 pages long. Most bills are hundreds of pages long. But for some reason, the contact tracing, which will rip every child out of your home, is only 2. Why do they do these things? How do they know to put that bill together and show you that? To freak out everybody. Of course no one actually reads anything.